Wahoo!
What this game was worth will remain a mystery to us forever, but at the time it was apparently £1.99. Anyway, this is Snowboard Racer 2.
I've never heard of it.
And as you can tell by our publishers here, and this little company, we have ourselves yet another Simple Series game.
So, from the same people that brought you that maze action, which is this.
Yeah, from the publishers of Maze Action, Street Boys and Deadly Strike, and that's only a good chunk of what was localized here in Europe.
That turned on the TV bit.
So yeah, as you would expect from a concept like Snowboard Racer, we have ourselves a pretty tight budget SSX. Except here we can't really seem to bail.
Yeah.
Anyway, the first mode on our agenda is speed, with a wide variety of 6 courses that all look exactly the same.
Oh yeah, being melted and everything.
But as for our cast of characters, we have Riho Futaba, who I swear must have been like D3's mascot at that time. It's like scary the amount of games she's appeared in. Yoko, who's good at curving. Brian, whose speciality is speed. And Ichan, who's just an all-rounder.
I like how 2 of them just have first name, but 2 of them have their full name. Just got the song.
Got ourselves 7 songs. So yeah, it's pretty simple really. You just get to the bottom of the track.
We got 2 that simple.
But yeah, a little bit of unnecessary trivia about this game. In Japan, this particular game would be Volume 6 in the Simple 2000 series and would simply be called The Snowboard.
Jeez.
Yeah, the being the prefix for pretty much every single one of these games in their origin country.
It's unbelievable that these types of games actually got made.
Yeah, the simple part mainly refers to their budget and the simpleness of the games themselves. And the 2000s would refer to the amount of yen they cost at the time.
Well, it should have just called these games just cheap.
But yeah, I do find it kind of amusing just how many publishers D3 got to localize these. Like, Midas were already kind of known for bringing us Japanese budget games anyway.
Yeah. These simple games, you kind of want to collect them and play them yourself because.
Yeah, like, admittedly, while a lot of them aren't very good, they are kind of unique in their own little ways. You even have a fair few that tried out a couple of interesting concepts.
Oh. I guess it was just very experimental, I suppose. When
they were doing this kind of stuff with PS1, it was all just basic kind of ideas like oh, let's do a table game, let's do mahjong, let's do chess, stuff like that. But by the time PS2 came around, they started getting a little more experimental, like, oh, let's do a maze where it's split screen, even in the single player mode.
Or let's have a game called a Snowboard.
Yeah, let's have our mascot. Let's have our eventual mascot skating downhill.
I wonder how many games there's characters in. Probably like most of them, aren't there? I didn't really get imagine.
Well, there is a particular game where they pretty much made the front face of the whole adventure, if you will. The only downside being that you don't actually play as Rito. Nowhere near the record time because I suck at this game.
There's your fourth.
Yeah. Not even really gonna bother putting in Jack. I'd rather just have all the main scores belong to They're a really good player, not gonna lie. Although I've never really actually met them in person.
That's true. Right, okay, so we have a trick.
Half of these courses are pretty much locked. Show us what you can do, Yoko. Yeah, we even have ourselves a 2-player mode. If you have someone who wants to play these kind of games with you. But yeah, Trick, you're mainly just doing the same old race, except trying to using every opportunity you can to score points.
So you can't wipe out this game?
Yeah, like I've tried bailing it, but it just seems impossible.
Also, this song kind of reminds me of Sonic Adventure with snowboarding down the hill in Ice Cap. It kind of sounds like that.
I don't know. I just find it funny how you can't wipe out because even in games like SSX and Tony Hawk, you do get punished. You do get punished for doing stuff at the wrong time.
Well, this game, I guess that's what keeps it simple.
Yeah, you could be like halfway through your trick animation and you still land it. I guess you could say the only real downside if you want to try and collect a reasonable number of these is that most of them came on CD-ROMs, and depending on how old your PS2s are, we all know how well they can read those things.
But yeah, it's just we put it this way, if people are gonna play your games since they're available on CD-ROMs, get a chunky PS2 because you can play them better.
Yeah, Josh here has tried playing a couple of them on a slim model, and the amount of noise they make is unreal.
Yeah, because when I played Half-Life on PS2 on Slim, the game runs just fine. I'm happy about that, but it sounds like my PS2's dying. Like, it's going, like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So I would get like a fit one, or you're waiting for the finish.
Yeah, it just feels unnatural.
Lost. But I am keeping my eye out for a fat one because, you know, I would like to play some more PS2 games.
B is also a good player too, but I've also never met them in person.
Yeah, can't wait to hear C and D. What? New costume get for Riho.
Oh, okay.
Not the character you're playing as, just Riho gets one because why not? Crash sounds interesting. Like, crash into the fire.
Half pipe, I assume, would just be the same thing as Trick.
So we've got a new costume for Riho. And it's unnecessary.
Yeah. What can I say? It's Japan. They know their target audience very well.
Snowman. Okay.
But yeah, Crash. We just have to hit the snowman 4 times.
Yep.
It may sound simple, but really, the last time I tried this, I ended up missing him more than hitting him. There's one already.
Snowman hurt here.
Well, he's the snowman. Why would deep snow slow him down?
What, yeah. Don't you need a snowboard?
I'm gonna need a better snowboard for this kind of stuff.
Yeah. The only snowboard game I've actually kind of played was 1080 on the N64. I never played that. That was some good fun. Even though I was garbage at it. Still fun though. Wasn't there like an SSX game on the GameCube with plays Luigi or something?
Yeah. I've heard quite a lot of stories about that. How in like one of the GameCube versions of like one of the SSX games you could play as Luigi.
Yeah, not Mario, just Luigi.
Green Mario.
Yeah, that is true, I guess. or maybe long Mario. He's much longer. Tall Mario. It seems simple. Try out a few different genres of games, like snowboard and whatnot, and whatever Maze Action's supposed to be. Can you imagine if they made like a Smash Bros. Game?
Not gonna lie, if their idea of that sort of exists, I'd love to know.
Yeah.
Really, the only long-term thing I could really say about the Simple series in general is that 2 of their games, Oni-Chanbara and Earth Defense Force, went on to become like actual full-fledged series.
I have an Oni-Chanbara game on PS2. It's called Zombie Zone. It's kind of like, I think, the same character. Got a cowboy hat and everything. I should bring it in. It 2 is also on a CD-ROM, if I remember correctly. Also,
Yeah. The course is almost over, I think.
yeah. Also, it's just snowboarding in real life. Don't go down with shorts on. You feel very chilly.
Yeah, chasing that snowman is like chasing the dragon. You never get it.
Yeah. Not tricky hit.
Anti-game or bad.
We really haven't checked half pipe yet, but why not? Oh,
Just for curiosity's sake. Let's see how much distance Brian can get. He is all about speed after all.
Maybe he would do good. Or maybe it would be just the same.
Yeah, I should also be doing tricks.
Alright. Very short half pipe.
Yeah, that's like the shortest half pipe I've ever seen. Yeah, well, I think I'll just retry that simply because I was not thinking straight,
Yeah.
like at all.
So you can beat, what, 8,000? How it now, but let's see.
Seems kind of impossible with my very limited knowledge about how scoring points works, but it's worth a shot.
Do you have like holding multiple buttons, maybe? Do a trick? I guess you just make sure you just do like another trick. I think you do it, you get double points or something, yeah.
Alright, the big finish.
Yay!
Better but still no cigar.
Yeah. Ryan watches you. Now he boards. That was better.
C is also the second best player I've ever seen, but again, I've never met them in person.
I bet you get stars in this, like, and you get like 48 stars, which I don't know how you would be able to do.
Yeah, some of them even seem to unlock certain costumes.
Oh, I guess Brian will be good at speed because he's the quickest. There you go.
Yeah, perhaps. But yeah, that is pretty much Snowboard Racer 2. Considering this is indeed a simple series game, this is exactly what you get.
Just 4 modes, 4 characters, and weird costumes. Yeah, that's it. Oh. I guess we can read some from the little instruction book.
If anything, it's very bare bones, and on the back we have advertisements for 2 other games published by Midas. League Series Baseball 2 and Buster Block, which we have on the shelf, conveniently.
Yay! It's the game with no music in it.
Well, short little jingles at the beginning of every stage maybe, but certainly no music to speak of.
No. Well, you go, I put your own music on.
But yeah, well, the gameplay of a lot of these games may seem lackluster at best. They make for relatively strange and interesting collection pieces.
Oh, put it this way, they're going to be better than Phoenix games. That's the one thing that we can definitely say for sure. And they're actually games. You can class them as video games. They're not good video games, but you can class them as them.
Yeah, you can automatically assume that Phoenix is worse simply because they're like the super budget publisher. What did they say? Like their time frame was like 3 to 5 months.
Oh,
Either way, that's certainly not enough time to make like a good game.
Yeah, that's all it is for this. With experience all the modes.
Thank you.